What's up? Welcome to Four Downs, as usual. Andrew Beaton, Chris Cusack, Danny Nolan here to give you the latest on Duke football. Guys, we're going to start off with Connor Vernon. He finally did it. He breaks the ACC receptions record, 239 now for his career, only 288 yards away from breaking the all-time ACC receiving yards record. But Connor, he was just really excited to get the record over with.
You know, it was great to finally be over, to finally reach that milestone and get over that hump. Unfortunately, it was a 2-yard loss, but it was fine, just to finally get that reception and move on. It's great.
So, Chris, Connor Vernon had a great game this past weekend, but he wasn't the only one.
Yeah, I think the other big story for Duke on offense was Anthony Boone making his first start at quarterback over Sean Renfree, who sat out with an elbow injury. And Boone threw 4 touchdown passes, which tied the Duke record for most by a quarterback in his first start. But I think the bigger story is on the defensive end, where Duke held Virginia without any points in the second half after giving up 17 in the first half. And most of that came behind the run defense, which only gave up 2 yards in the entire second half. But that's the kind of performance we've grown accustomed to seeing out of Duke in the second half.
It absolutely has, because this Virginia game wasn't the first time the Blue Devils have shut out a team in the second half. Duke also did it against Memphis earlier in the season. And now the Blue Devils are going up against a Virginia Tech squad that gave up 48 points to North Carolina last week. Those 48 points were the most the Hokies have given up since they've been in the ACC when they joined in 2004. Now the Hokies off to a 3-3 start, their worst under Frank Beamer since 1992. That was the last season they didn't make a bowl game. All right, Danny, fourth down predictions. Do you think Duke can keep up with the Hokies this weekend?
I don't think so. I think that game against UNC was probably the worst one I've seen out of Virginia Tech in years, and I don't think that they're going to go home and lay another egg like that. I think that Duke's going to lose this game 34-27 to Tech, and that defense is just going to show up.
See, I don't think Virginia Tech's had much of a better game all season. I think they haven't faced a great offense like North Carolina's, especially North Carolina's running game. So I think Duke can put up points against Virginia Tech, and I actually think they'll win. I think Duke will win 34-31 this weekend.
I think a lot of this depends on the health of Sean Renfree, as good as Anthony Boone was last week. But regardless of who plays as quarterback, I think the Blue Devils have a great shot to pull this out. I'm going to take them 34-31.
All right, well, that's going to do it for Four Downs. Once again, for Andrew Beaton and Chris Cusack, I'm Danny Nolan. Thanks for watching.